6'1" sophomore at 240 pounds, defensive tackle, number 44, Parker Jacobs. A 6'3" senior at 225 pounds, defensive end, number 64, Dion Jackson. At 6'3", 190 pounds, a senior at linebacker, number 18, Andrew Macris. A senior at 6'1", 215 pounds, linebacker, number 5, Chase Cahoon. A 6-foot junior at 190 pounds, a linebacker, number 33, Leonidas Perry. A 5'11" senior at 160 pounds, at cornerback, number 13, Max Haberla. He's a junior at 5 foot 8 inches, 145 at corner, number 21, Cody Butler. A 6'2" junior at 190 pounds.
And once again, we'd like to ask that you please rise. You're able to remove your caps for prayer. Tonight we will...
Hello and welcome to Lancer Live Entertainment Network. We are your commentators for tonight. My name is Rohan. I'm alongside Aniket and Gavin. We welcome you here on this electric Friday evening as the St. Francis Lancers from Mountain View take on the Spartans of De La Salle.
We pray, Almighty God, that each athlete play to the best of their ability, and by doing so, giving honor and glory to you, who gave them these athletic talents.
Loving God, bless the communities of St. John Baptiste de La Salle and St. Francis of Assisi, and all of us gathered here, students, athletes, coaches, parents, and fans. Keep all the players free from injury as they compete today, and remind us of our mutual mission to love and respect one another. And let us join together in the prayer that Jesus gave to his disciple. Let's say together, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. St. John Baptiste de La Salle, pray for us. St. Francis of Assisi, pray for us. God's blessing upon all gathered here. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Hello and welcome back to Lancer Live Entertainment Network. The St. Francis Lancers from Mountain View will take on the Spartans of De La Salle from Concord, California. The Lancers last year finished the season off with a record of 10-4, won WCAL with a record of 6-1. Currently, they are 0-2 with losses against McClymonds last week and Cathedral Catholic the week before. De La Salle, on the other hand, has had a perfect 2-0 start with wins over Lakeland and Sarah High School. But both those schools, both St. Francis and De La Salle, met up last year in a non-conference game, and the game ended 42-7 for the Spartans. This year, the Lancers look to turn things around for the game tonight. Gavin, what are your predictions for tonight?
I think today will be a definitely good game. I know all the players have been ready. They've been really excited. I saw them at school. I think they are really ready to play for this game, and they've been wanting it.
Here we go, just about to have the coin toss start up. Rage Cage starting to fill up. The Lancers last week suffered a pretty devastating loss against McClymonds High School. And really the biggest reason for that loss was penalties. They had a lot of penalties that forced them back once they gained positive yards from either runs by Motu Keanaina or Loa Tuilea. And that just really pushed them back, and it was hard to build momentum off of that, and they couldn't really get the job done. This game ended 14-10.
Yeah, those penalties have been real drive killers and momentum killers throughout their two games, and the Lancers really need to focus on toning that down to make sure that they can get good, positive drives and just build something up and try and score every play, every drive.
The Lancers so far this season have only scored 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Porter with a touchdown against McClymonds last week, and then the week before that, Naya Alatini, the 3-star BYU commit, with a touchdown. So the offense is definitely something that the Lancers need to improve on if they want to really compete in this game and stay in it. Because the De La Salle defense was able to hold Sarah to 0 points in a complete shutout win, 26-0.
Yeah, they need to find a way to move away from their heavy run offense. Obviously, they don't have Kaimani Keanaina, who led their entire offense last year. They have to find a way to get their receivers more involved and just build a strong passing attack if they want to have a good chance against this very strong Spartans team.
Yeah, building off that, it will be very hard to start off strong on offense. Due to them having their main offensive lineman, John, out this week, as well as the very strong defensive line of De La Salle.
De La Salle's defensive line was able to force 2 fumbles against Sarah last week. Really killed all momentum for Sarah. It was a comfortable win in the end. I think some key players to look out for De La Salle definitely has to be Jaden Jefferson, the 3-star commit to UNC Chapel Hill.
Yeah, they're trying to roll out this 2-headed running back attack with Jaden Jefferson and Deuce Jones-Drew. They're both really talented running backs, and over the course of the season so far, they've really split carries. Deuce Jones-Drew just getting a couple more, but they're 2 very capable running backs who are leading this charge for the Spartans.
Jaden Jefferson is also a track star. He actually has the record for the fastest 100-meter dash in California as he ran a 10.01 second 100 meter. And we're about to get kickoff underway. Lucas Vaughn, the kicker for the Lancers. He's been efficient so far this year. Deuce Jones-Drew back to return, as well as Jaden Jefferson, the 2 running back duo. Definitely need to watch out for their speed, making sure that they contain them.
Yeah, the Lancers have been known to be really susceptible to speedy receivers and running backs, so they've got to be really ready this game.
And here we go. We are now underway here at Ron Calcagno Stadium. Deuce Jones-Drew with the return, finds a hole, escapes a tackle, trying to use his speed to get around the outside, and he'll be tackled past midfield, entering St. Francis territory.
Well, that was a really big gash to start the game for the Spartans. The Lancers need to find a way to hold these two running backs in check. Deuce Jones-Drew right there just took a second, scanned the field, and found a lane to run through, and he got the Spartans up at about the 50-yard line. Great kickoff return.
Yeah, that's a great explosive run from De La Salle there. It really sets him up for great field position, and definitely not what the Lancers wanted to start with here.
Deuce Jones-Drew had 128 yards on the season and a touchdown. Here we go. First play of the game. They do run it. Slipped there by Deuce Jones-Drew. Be no gain.
Looks like the turf monster just got him right behind the line of scrimmage, and the Lancers were able to close him down. That's a pretty good way to start the drive for the Lancers. Hopefully the Spartans can bounce back from that.
That's definitely going to have to be how they capitalize on this team. It's going to be the defense getting in behind the backfield and not letting them get any positive gains on the run.
Slippery field has been a common point of discussion from most teams that play here at St. Francis. Quick pass out and tackle there for around 5 yards. Dylan Scott on the catch.
Yeah, just looking to get some easy yards from that screen pass. Dylan Scott, he was looking for some green grass to run for upfield. The Lancers did a good job of just closing him down and holding him to about 5 yards.
This is a good bubble screen there play, but I feel like he should have waited for his blocker to set up a little bit more next time.
It looks like one of the offensive linemen of De La Salle jumped. There'll be a false start.
Yeah, this will set him back to a 3rd and 10 now. And the receivers are coming back for De La Salle. Looks like they're going to try and get this first down with a pass.
This is exactly where the Lancers cannot give up big plays. This is what happened in their first ever home opener, and they need to make sure that they do not get burnt. These DBs really need to work on their speed. Let's see if they've worked on it at practice.
De La Salle lined up in trips right. Braden Knight drops back to pass. Looking for an option all the time in the world. Interception! Great interception there by number 13, Max Haberlack.
Great play by Max Haberlack. The quarterback Braden Knight had a lot of time in the pocket. He still couldn't find him. That's great sticky coverage from Haberlack, and was able to get the Lancers to start their first drive at just before the 50. This is a great way to start the game so far. Let's see if they can continue it.
Definitely not the best start for Braden Knight on that play. Looking for his receiver out left behind the numbers, but just could not connect on that play. Instead connected to the St. Francis Lancer.
Let's talk about Braden Knight. So far in his 2 games, he's gone 15 for 33, and he's thrown for only 150 yards, no touchdowns. Here you go. The Lancers line up in ISO on the first play of the drive. First play of the game is a throw caught there by number 14, Sean Walsh.
Yeah, that's just an easy stop or curl route about 3 yards away. Just to get those easy yards. Sean Walsh gained about 4 yards there. Let's see how they'll look to attack this second down, 2nd and medium.
I feel like that was a great play call. Really good play to set up the offensive attack. Even though the De La Salle, if they've done their homework correctly, they know we run the ball a lot. That pass definitely opened up some running plays. I'm expecting another run play here.
Less than 10 minutes to go here. 2nd and 5. They motion Walsh, and they do give it to him on the jet sweep. Does find a hole. It will be 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, so far these 2 plays have been a real sneak peek into how the Lancers are looking to shift their offense into more of a passing attack. Sean Walsh with 2 receptions so far, and the Lancers are trying to move away from their heavy run scheme and move towards the pass. And it's been working out pretty well. They've got a 3rd and short, hoping to convert now.
I love that play call there. The explosive jet sweep really gets outside the numbers and get these great defensive linemen of De La Salle not on their ball carriers.
Franzino hands it off to Motukeana Aina, and he's stuffed at the line, and he will not get the first down. Bring up 4th and short. Decision
Oh, it
coming
looks
up.
very close, actually. The near side line judge might be past the first down. It's very close.
They're going to give it to them. It's a first down for St. Francis Lancers.
Good start to the drive. Rage cage starting to fill up here. Here you go, Franzino. Hand off to Carolina. Gain of around 3, it looks like.
Yeah, these last 2 plays have just showed how hard it is to run against the Spartans. Each play, Carolina has just been stuffed just near the line of scrimmage or just past it. It's going to be a really tough day if they're going to try and run the ball.
I will say, though, that they have not had a loss of a loss of yardage so far. I think that's a great praising to the offensive linemen, even though they're missing a few key pieces.
Looks like there's a false start. Bring up a 5-yard penalty. Bring up 1st and 15. Again, another flag. A big issue which caused the Lancers to come up short against McClymonds last week. Here we go. Franzino, empty backfield. Caught there, but he's tackled. Catch made by Max Haberlack.
Yeah, just a quick out route from Haberlack to get that easy completion, get some of those yards back that they lost on the penalty, and it'll be about first or second.
I think there's another flag on the play.
Wow.
I think they're going to back up the St. Francis Lancers for another time. Second play in a row.
It's holding this time. And these are exactly the drive killers that did not help the Lancers against McClymonds last week. They need to cut this down and just move past it if they want to keep their drive going. They had a really good start to the drive, but these last 2 penalties just killed it.
Wow, this is a 1st and 25 on the St. Francis Lancers 34-yard line.
Here the Lancers lined up in ISO. Motion Carolina. Carolina is stuffed at the line. We'll bring up 2nd and long, very long.
Yeah, 1st and 25, you can't really run right into the meat of a very strong Spartans defensive line. That was a situation where you had to just pass the ball, get some of those penalty yards back, but instead they went backwards 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 27.
Definitely not when you want to look for when you're already backed up with the 1st and 25. Now it'll be a 2nd and 27 for the Lancers.
Here you go. Lancers lined up in a 2-by-3 empty backfield. Franzino drops back to pass. Lofts it way too high. Intended receiver was Andrew Macris.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a simple out route from Macris about 7 yards down the field. Franzino just put a little too much air on it. Macris, he's a tall guy, but just couldn't get up to that one.
Yeah, I feel like that was a really good play call, but he just really felt the pressure on it, and felt like he had to throw it off his back foot. Not really sure what happened on that play.
7 minutes here to go. 3rd and 26 coming up in the 1st quarter. Long 3rd down. Lancers line up in pistol. Franzino. Hand off to Carolina. Looks like they grabbed him about a face max, but the refs won't throw a flag. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Again, a really interesting play call. A run play on 3rd and 26. Maybe trying to confuse the defense, get them off their toes.
Yeah, it's just the usual low risk, low reward on a 3rd and very long. You know, you don't really have a large chance of converting, and you don't want to lose any more yards, so you just got to hand it off, get whatever you can get, and punt it off.
Unfortunate that they cannot punish the De La Salle offense for throwing an interception on their first drive.
Pifoletti with the punt. Looks like it will be caught there. Deuce Jones Jr. It's going to go around the outside. Good tackle there. Great tackle there by number 5, Chase Cahoon, the Stanford commit.
Yeah, great play by the captain, Chase Cahoon. He just shot in there and got Deuce Jones-Drew. It looked like on that return, Jones-Drew and Jefferson just got confused on who was going to return it, and it just slowed them down a bit. Gotta avoid mistakes like that.
Yeah, definitely communication mistakes. They need to be working on that.
Braden Knight looking to bounce back on the second drive of the night. So far, he's 0 for 1 with an interception thrown. Let's see what he'll do here. Quick handoff there to Jones-Drew. Good tackle made for a loss.
That's a great play by Sean McCoy, number 7, just off the edge. He got there first, and he did not let go.
That play will bring up a 2nd and 10 for the De La Salle offense.
Deuce Jones-Drew's been getting a lot of the running targets. He's a 3-star who has a lot of offers so far. Excited to see what he'll do this year. It's a handoff there. This time to the track star, Jaden Jefferson, and he's just too fast, and he'll take it all the way for a De La Salle touchdown.
Wow. Can we talk about that move that he played right there? He absolutely shakes the Lancer out of his shoes and is off to the races with nothing ahead of him but the green grass.
Yeah, that's just one cut, and he's showing off his 10-second 100-meter right there. One cut, and he just took off. Max Haberleck thought he could get him, could not. What a play from the Spartans.
That's a very explosive play, and that is definitely going to diminish the Lancers' energy when they get the ball back. Well, let's see if they can make a capitalization back.
Justin Uribari for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good this time, making up for the missed extra point he missed against Sarah, which led to a failed 2-point conversion on the next touchdown. But still, the De La Salle Spartans came up with the win there. Jaden Jefferson, the scorer, 3-star commit to UNC Chapel Hill.
So far, the De La Salle quarterback, Brandon Knight, has only had one pass, and it was an interception. Do you think they're trying to stay away from the pass here, or they're just getting a lot of positive yardage on the run?
Yeah, their running game is just good enough where they don't even need to pass the ball. You just saw it. They may have had a loss on first down, but second down, Jaden Jefferson just made up for it and more. So, the thing about their running game is that they could spread their offense out, have 3 receivers out there, and just, lighten the box for them on the defensive side, and their offensive line can still create holes for the running backs, Jones-Drew and Jefferson. That's just how deadly they can be. They don't need 3 tight ends in there or another offensive lineman. It's just really good run blocking and just good gap finding.
Uribari to kick off for the Spartans. I think it's safe to say that the Lancers' biggest issue so far has been penalties, and we've already seen it so far. Not able to capitalize on the interception because of how far they were taken back. Ended their drive on a 4th and 26. This will go into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, the Lancers really need to find their rhythm right now. It looked like at the start of their last drive, they had a really good passing attack building up, but then those 2 consecutive penalties really just killed their momentum, and they couldn't get anything going after that. They need to find how they can mix and match with the passes, with the runs, to just try and gash this Spartans defense.
And now an interesting play call. They actually have number 10, Drew Cumby, at quarterback so far for the first play of this drive.
Looks like the Lancers still continuing to split reps here for both Drew Cumby and Andrew Franzino here at quarterback. He'll hand it off to Keona Ina. Finds a little bit of a hole. Will actually gain around 4 yards to bring up second down. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
I mean, there was really no space on that run, but he wanted to keep forward. He moved his legs and got those extra yards.
Yeah, getting 4 yards against defensive line like the Spartans is a really good accomplishment. But I think the Lancers need to find a way to build off of their run game. Throw some play action in there. Let Drew Cumby use his arm. We've seen him throw great deep balls, and let's see if he can do that again.
I will 100% agree on that play action. I could definitely see a play action pass here with a fullback really making them think it's going to be a run.
Cumby, another handoff here. Looks like it'll be a tackle for a loss of around 1 yard to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of variation in the play calling. It's just been run, or just pass. The Lancers need to find a way to just confuse the Spartans defense and mix it up.
Drew Cumby so far has thrown one touchdown to Naya Alatini in the first game against Cathedral Catholic. It's a great catch and a great throw towards the outside.
One comparison of the quarterback, Drew Cumby and Andrew Franzino, is that Cumby more has the arm, and Andrew Franzino likes the short precision passes.
Here you go, Drew Cumby drops back to pass. Throw intercepted there after a juggle. Great interception there by number 45, Landon Miller.
And that's what it's called, a tip drill right there. That's what you work on in practice to get those extra plays for your offense.
Yeah, Drew Cumby was just trying to find his tight end. I believe that was Isaiah Porter, just on that post over the middle. He just didn't put enough air on that, and it got tipped.
Landon Miller so far has had a great season. He has 11 tackles on the season so far, and that's his first interception.
Sorry, that was Riley Barton, the intended receiver on that last pass.
Here you go, Braden Knight. Quick throw, incomplete there.
After that interception, they are really set up with great field position. They're already on the Lancers' 44-yard line. It is now going to be 2nd and 10.
I think to stop the Spartans' run game, the Lancers really just have to have surefire tackling. We remember on the last touchdown run, 2 guys just missed Jaden Jefferson. He took off. They cannot have that. They got to have some guys get hands on him, slow him down any way they can so the rest of the team can swarm to him.
Here you go, handoff there. Jones-Drew, gain of around 2 yards.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Chase Cahoon just got into the backfield, got a hand on Jones-Drew, and just slowed his run down. Allowed the rest of the team to just come in, finish that tackle off.
Chase Cahoon is a very explosive defensive player for the Lancers. He's very good at finding those gaps and trying to get the running backs in the backfield.
Here you go, 3rd and 7, 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Braden Knight with Jones-Drew lined up to the left of them.
Seems like he's audibling.
He'll drop down to pass. Sack! Throws out!
Sean McCoy, explosive off the edge, forces that strip sack. Let's see who jumped on that. That's a fantastic play from Sean McCoy. He just beat the left tackle from the jump, and Braden Knight did not have any time to scan for that.
Amazing play by Sean McCoy. Great swim move. Gets right to the quarterback, blindsided, goes for the ball, forces a fumble, except they do call it an incomplete pass. It's going to be a 4th and 7 for De La Salle, and it appears that they are going to be punting this one.
I'm not really sure that was an incomplete pass, though. It looks like the refs thought Knight's arm was moving forward when McCoy got to him, which invokes the tuck rule, which means it's incomplete.
Offense stays up on the field. 4th down here. Taking a long shot. Pass is caught. Is he in? They say it's a touchdown. Dylan Scott.
He was wide open on that play. Completely open on that left corner side of the field. Had tons of time. Didn't even have to catch it in stride. Lancer safety coming over to defend, but did not have enough time.
Yeah, it looks like he just ran past Max Haberlack. It was a good concept there. They had a receiver running a deep out, and then they had Dylan Scott running a go route, and Max Haberlack just got caught in between, and Scott ran free.
Definitely not the start that the Lancers wanted in this game.
Urabari for the extra point. It looks like it is good. Brings up 14-0 with 3 minutes. Actually, the extra point is no good. That's his 2nd miss of the season. 13-0, 3 minutes to go.
Right when the Lancers defense thought they had something going, the Spartans just hit him back with another deep, explosive play. really unlucky there that they didn't get a fumble on that sack from Sean McCoy. But the Lancers have to find a way to fight back and get some points on the board on this next drive.
Let's talk about De La Salle versus Salle last week. Braden Knight had 2 rushing touchdowns on that night. The defense was huge. They shut out Sarah. They allowed no space, and the D-line was way too much for Sarah to handle. And so far, we've seen pretty strong defense here from the Spartans, and really the offense needs some creativity here if they want to get some points on the board against the Spartans.
Now reflecting back on that play that should have been called a fumble, in my opinion, that it really ruined the Lancers on that drive. If it was a fumble, they would have lost tons of yards on that 4th down and most likely wouldn't have gone for it. And instead, they got a touchdown right on that next play. Very unfortunate, but they cannot dwell on it here as they receive the kickoff.
Bari to kick off. This will go again back to the end zone for a touchback. The next game for the St. Francis Lancers, they'll play September 26th here at home versus Reardon High School at 7 p.m. to kick off the WCAL season.
Now let's see who the quarterback for this drive will be. I believe it's going to be Franzino back out there.
And I'm wondering if this is on purpose. This is like back and forth, who's the starting quarterback on each drive.
Franzino out there as the quarterback. Handoff there to Kiana Aina. Breaks a tackle, great run there, getting the first down.
That is multiple broken tackles, fighting for every single yard and never giving up on that play. I think that's going to result in a 13-yard gain and a first down, which should have only been a 2-yard gain where the De La Salle defensive lineman should have stopped him.
Yeah, getting long runs like that against the Spartans front 7 is just going to be a really hard job, just as we saw from Kiana Aina right there. He was getting grabbed and brought down from every single player in that front 7, but he just kept going.
Clock keeps running as we're approaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Franzino here on first down. Kiana Aina lined up to the left of him. He drops back to pass, escapes a sack, will run for around a gain of 3. Lucky to escape a sack and actually gain yards on that play.
Yeah, good job by Franzino, just evading the pressure right there. You can see how the loss of John Fafita, the tackle, and Case Jacobson is really affecting this Lancers offensive line and just their passing game. Franzino did not have any time to look down the field. He just had to tuck it and get up.
I really would like to say, though, that was a really good awareness from Andrew Franzino, stepping in the pocket, realizing he had pressure on his back, and not finding a single option downfield, and just running to get a quick 3-yard gain.
The Lancers line up in ISO as the clock is running. A minute and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Andrew Benzino drops back to pass. Look for the outside. Intended receiver was Motu Kiana Aina, but it is incomplete.
Yeah, almost looked like he was throwing that backwards, and that could have been a fumble right there, but looks like it was just in line with him or maybe a bit forward.
Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 7. Clock stop. A minute and 30 seconds.
The Lancers need to find a way to really manipulate the middle of the field with their passing attack. We saw the last drive out, Drew Cumby was trying to get a pass over the middle to Riley Barton. It just got tipped and picked off. But there was definitely space for Barton to, catch and run if the ball was put in the right spot. So the Lancers need to find more of those opportunities.
Here we go, Franzino on 3rd and 7, empty backfield here. And it looks like somebody jumped there.
Looks like the right tackle there jumped, and that'll make it 3rd and 12.
And another flag that makes life a lot harder for the Lancers. Another showing of this common issue. Already seen so many flags in this first quarter. 2 false starts and a holding call. Bring up 3rd and 12 here. Here you go, Lancers. Franzino. Quick throw there. Haberlack goes around the outside, breaking tackle, good move! And the ball was hit up into the air. Sean Walsh gets on it, and he'll get tackled down. What a crazy sequence of events. And it looks like it'll be 4th down and 4 after that, I would say, fumble.
Yeah, the ball. Max Haberlock just plain and simply got popped there. That was Jaden Nicholas, number 13, the defensive back. He just came in there, dropped his shoulder, and punched that ball out. Luckily, Sean Walsh was right there to get that ball in the air, but Lancers need to find a way to not lose the ball on plays like that.
Sean Walsh, good awareness, and a punt here for Pifoletti. And Jones-Drew back to receive for the Spartans. This punt will bounce just around the 25-yard line, and the ball will be spotted around the 26 as the Spartans begin their third drive with 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
I mean, that was a very crazy third down play for those Lancers. A wild fumble popped up in the air, no exaggeration, at least 20 feet. Very good heads-up play by number 14 on the Lancers, Sean Walsh.
Here we go. First down here on probably what will be the last play of the first quarter. Quick throw there. Throws behind him. Intended for Turner Madge.
Yeah, Braden Knight so far hasn't been the most accurate on those short to intermediate passes. He's just been missing his receivers on those quick slants that he just needs to get out of his hands really quickly. But he did have that really big touchdown pass to Dylan Scott. Let's see how he can improve on his passing game right now.
I mean, I feel like that play action pass was very well set up. I saw 9 of the 11 Lancer defenders rush towards that ball, only leaving 2 DBs to cover that pass. Luckily, it was incomplete.
Here you go, 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Jones-Drew, breaking a few tackles, a gain of around 5. Braden Knight coming into this game only has a 43% completion percentage, so accuracy isn't something that he is looking to improve on as we head over to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that last play there, though, is exactly how you need to stop the Spartans' run game. Andrew Macris just got there, got his hands on Jones-Drew, and just slowed him down for the rest of the team to make the tackle.
I mean, this was a very good and explosive start for the De La Salle offense, as they have scored 13 points to the Lancers 0. Now, would you say that this is a well played by the offense of De La Salle or well played by the defense of De La Salle?
I think De La Salle's defense has definitely been very good, just absolutely suffocating the Lancers' run game, which is supposed to be one of the best. And they were also able to get some turnovers. They had that pick, almost another fumble there on that last drive. But they've just been entirely suffocating, and the Lancers, they haven't been able to get, I don't think, past the Spartans' 45-yard line. So they've just been dominating so far after this first quarter. But the Lancers definitely can step it up. They've had their opportunities.
Yeah, I do really think that this De La Salle offense is really bringing all the power that they can to the ball. Every single play there is a tackle, they are hitting with 100% of their power. They are not letting a single man walk on the field unscathed. It will be a 3rd and 6 for the De La Salle offense on their own 30-yard line.
Here you go, Jones-Drew lined up to the left of Braden Knight on the first play of the second quarter, 3rd and 6.
Very big third down here.
They toss it over to Jones-Drew and has a lot of space, will get the first down, tackled at the 43-yard line.
Jones-Drew really just able to get to the outside there and avoid some tackles to get the first down for the De La Salle offense. About a 10-yard gain on the play for them.
Yeah, he was able to just get that ball and just head straight upfield. He had no one in front of him, just had to outrun the defenders to his right, and that's exactly what he did.
Outrunning is definitely something that this De La Salle offense does very well.
Here we go. First down. Braden Knight trying to evade the pocket. Big hit there.
Flag on the play. might be holding, but let's see what it is.
Almost zero protection there as Braden Knight had to scramble. 3 Lancers were running at him at full pace.
Definitely got hit on that one. Held the ball for a very long time just to throw an incompletion.
See what the flag is. It will be against the Spartans. Bring up 1st and long.
Seems like it will be a 1st and 20.
Here you go, Braden Knight here again on 1st down and 20. Quick throw to the outside. Good move there. And a tackle trying to gain back some of the yards that they lost. Good run and catch there, Dylan Scott.
Definitely a great play call there by the De La Salle offense.
Spartans, no huddle. As looks like oh wow, what an amazing play. And a good hole there. It'll be 3rd and very short. Good run there by Jaden Jefferson.
Yeah, that's a great misdirection run right there. Quarterback Braden Knight was rolling to his left, but then Jaden Jefferson, I believe, was just standing there, cutting back. He got the ball, and he just cut back to the right. The defense was just surprised there, and no one could make a tackle until he got like 10 yards down the field.
A great play by Jefferson, really using all his energy as he can, trying to get every single yard that he possibly could for the De La Salle offense.
Here you go, quick run there to Jones-Drew, and they will give him the 1st down, moving the chains.
Great play call, just quarterback under center, quick handoff to get that 2-yard gain to bring up 1st and 10 for De La Salle on the Lancers' 45-yard line.
Yeah, that last set of downs was the perfect opportunity to try and stop this Spartans offense, especially after that penalty. But the Lancers have to try again now, 1st and 10.
Here you go, 1st down, play action, throw, overthrown, intended receiver there, number 13, Jaden Nicholas. Bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Max Haberlack was all over Jaden Nicholas right there. Nicholas didn't even have a step on that, and the ball just sailed right over them.
Definitely good defense by Max Haberlack on that play. Didn't really want to make up for his loss in concentration on their De La Salle 2nd touchdown on that 4th and 7.
Jaden Nicholas, very talented receiver, 3-star commit to Montana, was the intended receiver there. Braden Knight, they'll run it there to Jaden Jefferson, who using his speed to break, find a hole, and get a 1st down, moving the chains again.
Yeah, that was just a quick option play there between Knight and Jefferson. They elected to hand it off to Jefferson, and he was just able to break outside. There was no one containing the outside, and Jefferson got out there, got the 1st down, and got some more inside the 25 now.
I think it's safe to say that this Jaden Jefferson and Drew Scott and Jones-Drew partnership has really been working. Quick throw over the outside, way overthrown. And
there's a flag on the play. Many whistles, many flags. What will the refs be conversing about right now?
Yeah, it looks like there may have been a miscommunication on the play, though. Knight just lofted that way over, and no one was really there.
The penalty seems to be backing up the De La Salle offense.
Looks like the penalty was illegal man downfield. Looks like it'll push the Spartans back 5 yards, make it a 1st and 15.
9:47 left in the 2nd quarter. Braden Knight lined up with an empty backfield. Play action there. Throw to the left side. Haberlack in coverage. Incomplete, no flag.
Great coverage there, Haberlack. They were both fighting with their hands there. Just great coverage, great sticky coverage. He was just able to make sure the receiver wasn't able to just get onto that ball, get past him, get onto that ball.
Yeah, great play by Haberlack, trying to get physical, not letting the De La Salle receiver get a single step on him.
Intended receiver there was Jaden Nicholas.
Yeah, they've been having a battle all night. We saw in the last drive, Jaden Nicholas was the guy who popped Max Haberlack. And right now, Max Haberlack's had 2 very good coverage reps on Jaden Nicholas.
Here you go, Braden Knight here on 2nd and 15. Handoff there to Jones Drew. Jones Drew breaking tackles, getting the first down inside the 10 and inside the red zone. Move the chains.
The Lancers have had absolutely no answer for this 2-headed backfield with Jones Drew and Jefferson. You've got to hope that they've got some way to try and stop them, because it's just gashing them play after play.
Yes, again, another explosive play from this De La Salle offense. Running, passing, doesn't matter what it is, there will always be an explosive play somewhere.
Here we go. Handoff there will be tackled for a loss of 1 yard.
Wrapped up by Andrew Macris. Really good play there to hold the De La Salle offense.
Yeah, now the field just gets shorter, so it's a little easier to, defend the pass and the run at the same time. Everyone's going to be kind of clumped up into this 20-yard patch of grass. So maybe the Lancers can hopefully hold them to a field goal here. Just keep the lead somewhat as it is.
Here we go, 2 receivers lined up to the right. And it'll be a handoff there to Jaden Jefferson. Using his speed to try to get around, slips on the field, and it will be a gain of only 1 yard. Bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Lancers need. This is a very important 3rd down for the Lancers defense especially.
You can tell Jefferson is frustrated. That slip may have just costed his team a touchdown or at least a 5-yard gain.
The slippery field has been such a common sort of trend that's been talked about a lot on social media. Cathedral Catholic came here 2 weeks ago and had a lot of thoughts about it on social media about how slippery the field was. 3rd down here. Rolls out, looks like he's going to try to pass, and he's wrapped up. Somehow gets it away, and it'll be incomplete. Good pressure there for the Lancers.
3 Lancers defensive linemen wrapping around Braden Knight, giving him absolutely no time to throw, making him throw an incomplete pass just past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great pass rush. And, the Lancers defensive line has been the main reason why the Spartans pass game has not been able to work. That play right there was Parker Jacobs right there who got to Knight first, and Sean McCoy and the rest of the line got there after, just sealed the 3rd down.
Now 4th down coming up, and it looks like they will bring the kicker on, Justin Urabari. He has missed a PAT earlier today and missed a PAT against Sarah last week. It'll be interesting to see if he'll convert this one to make it a 16-point game with 7 minutes and 45 seconds here to go.
Yeah, and this is also just about PAT range, so Lancers could be expecting a miss here.
Turner Madge, the holder. Looks like the
Whistles and flags.
Let's see what the call is. It will go against the Spartans. This will push them back even more. Now another decision to be made.
Yeah, just the delay of game there. It took too long to get that snap off. Just make it about a 5-yard longer kick.
I definitely think that flag really impacts this kicker. This kicker already missed 1 of his 2 PATs. He is definitely thinking a lot in his head right now. This kick would, if this kick does go in, De La Salle would go up 16, but that would still only be a 2-possession gain.
Looks like the kick is around a 30-yard kick. Kick is up, and it is way wide left and no good, and the score remains 13-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Lancers needed now. Now with about 7 minutes and 40 seconds, the Lancers could try and drive down the field, get some points up the board, and, end the first half that way, getting the ball back at the start of the second half. Let's see how they're going to attack the last 7 minutes.